is underway. When 5 lights go out, we will be away and racing. Let's go for DTM here at the Lausitz-Ring then. Robin Frins, and huge crash for that. And Jamie Green here was unsighted, wasn't he? Completely unsighted. He got Rennie Rast ahead of him. You just make decisions, and there was no way he was going to be able to avoid that, truthfully. Look at that. That was a...
On the outside.
So he's battling there, isn't he? Oh, and it goes over. And it goes over. Look at that. Not only does it go over. So on board with Rennie Rast now. He just gets a touch there, doesn't he? Really racy right at the start of this race as they make their way downhill now, going through turn 2, and Timo Glock has spun around.
Wasn't a straight into the back of him job, was it? They were both fighting for the same corner. And
I suspect, in fairness to Nico Muller, what happened there as he turned in, cold tyres, the car pushed on a little bit, made elongated stop, and the cars were almost 3 abreast with Edo Mortara in between Rennie Rast and Gary Paffett, and he goes through, and so does Rennie Rast, and Rast has gone round.
Turn 9 it is.
Jetzt sehen wir die Onboard.
Nee, het is toch Mastersbocht. Ja.
Can we pick up here on how this happened? Locked up?
Yeah, it just locked up and going in straight, and almost looked like the just...
It is at the Tarzan turn 1. Well, it was Jamie Green then who Tarzan turn gravel. And Robin Frins on the inside, and Loic Duval, he just braked, but the car was just not going to turn in, so it was a fairly innocuous knock into the tyre barriers. But well, this was Paffett then chasing down Paul di Resta. So here we can see. Oh, so there was a touch on Lucas Auer from Robin Frins, which meant that Augusto Farfus was the innocent bystander, in fairness. And from this angle, see just the touch between the two of them. Lucas Auer, did he get away with it scot-free out of the barriers? Yes, he did. So here we can see a situation, and that was where Marco Wittmann, well, whether there was a touch from Robin Frins or lock up as dramatically as it did, is that a lock up, or is that a mechanical failure?
In my opinion, was a lock up. Maybe on the tire, we tried. If we can see something.
Oh, Robin Frins running wide there. Oh, and that was Joel Eriksson on Loic Duval.
Change of direction, and this helps the contact, you know. There is a Mickey Mouse part of the circuit.
Yes. Let me try and see here. Well, there's lots of contact there, isn't there, between any number of drivers, and that was the Rennie Rast and
Francorchamps during the 24-hour.
Yeah.
And sometime because you lose a lot of time when you have to change the tires, especially.
Oh, he spun it.
Spun.
Danny Junqueira, that's right at the entrance to the pit lane. And wasn't sure that we would get any more drama. And that look, he just tipped one wheel off, and that's enough, isn't it? And the car skates across the gravel. The gravel does its job, slows the car right down. And he just damaged there. He was on the inside of Nico Muller, and then just lost the back end of the car. I don't think there was contact initially. And then he makes impact side on to the barriers here, and that was quite...
I'm thinking the first 4 cars that they didn't pit, as you say, with all the cars so close.
And there's contact there. Now, that was Gary. He takes to the curbs. He's on the inside of Bruno Spengler here. Then falls behind Bruno Spengler. I apologize. It wasn't Bruno Spengler. It was Daniel Junqueira. Because that was the first overtake. No, in fairness, that wasn't the first overtake. That was wasn't he? Let's see it from Paul's point of view. Did he just not know he was there? I mean, that's a really difficult one to call. Green, just looking at the inside of Lucas Auer here. Jamie Green, the British Audi driver. Lucas Auer, the Austrian Mercedes-Benz driver. As there's almost, I don't think there was contact, but you know, the gap was there, to be fair. He came from a long way back. Did Lucas not know he was there? But then, as Glock really attacks that curb, that unsettles the contact with Lucas Auer, doesn't he?
That's a massive shame for the pair of them.
Well, it is, because they were both in contention, weren't they? Eduardo Mortara, a touch from Edo Mortara sends the back end of the Nico Muller car around. So, Nico Muller, Paul di Resta on a charge. He's on the inside of Marco Wittmann, but there was a touch. Robin Frins has gone round. Gary Paffett is caught in that. And he had to avoid that. He'd actually, you know, he'd got a really good entry into that Remus turn at that point until in turn 3. This is Sebastien Ogier, which was the cause of the yellow flag, I suspect. For all us saying how good is sideways driving,
That needs to be moved.
So how did that happen then? It's just come off, hasn't it? Well, there wasn't contact, was there? DRS has been disabled.